Welcome back to Sky Talk Football. Today's episode is an absolute blockbuster as we bring you the latest Fabrizio Romano transfer updates involving two European football giants, FC Barcelona and Manchester United. With dramatic player movements, intense negotiations, and tactical shifts underway, this summer is shaping up to be truly defining for both clubs. Stay tuned as we break it all down for you in this detailed update. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Let's start with the most electrifying headline: Marcus Rashford potentially joining Barcelona on loan. According to trusted journalist Fabrizio Romano, Rashford has emerged as a shock target for Hansi Flick's Barcelona, who are looking to strengthen their forward options while navigating tough financial constraints. The potential deal being discussed is a season-long loan with an option to buy, a format Barca is increasingly favoring due to La Liga's financial fair play restrictions. What's more intriguing is that Rashford himself is reportedly open to the idea. Sources close to the player confirm he has spoken with Barcelona representatives and expressed a willingness to take a pay cut to make the move happen. He's understood to be frustrated with his role under Erik ten Hag and sees this as an opportunity to reboot his career in a new environment, possibly linking up with young talents like Lamine Yamal and Pedri. Barcelona's management is split between pursuing Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams and Rashford. While Nico is considered a safer long-term investment, Rashford offers more experience on the European stage and a physicality that could be useful in Flick's pressing system. The Rashford to Barca story is far from done, but it's certainly one of the most explosive subplots in this summer's transfer window. Manchester United striker hunt. Ekitike off, Watkins in. Moving over to Manchester United, it's no secret that the club is actively hunting for a top striker. Initially, they had shown interest in Hugo Ekitike, the talented French forward who's been on the radar of several top European sides. But as per Fabrizio Romano's latest intel, the Ekitike deal is now almost impossible. His current club's valuation has skyrocketed to around €100 million, and United simply aren't prepared to match that fee, especially with Ineos now taking a more disciplined approach to spending. Instead, the Red Devils have turned their attention to Ollie Watkins. Aston Villa's number 9 enjoyed a phenomenal Premier League campaign, and United have reportedly made contact with his camp. Romano confirms that United held discussions within the last 2 to 3 days, indicating serious interest. Villa, however, is in no rush to sell. Watkins has a long-term contract, and they see him as central to their Champions League ambitions. United may need to fork out between £50 to £60 million to bring him to Old Trafford. Jhon Duran deal falls apart. In related news, United were also approached with a one-year loan proposal for Jhon Duran, the Colombian striker currently at Al Nassr. But the club rejected the offer, preferring instead to pursue strikers with Premier League experience or higher pedigree in Europe. Interestingly, Fenerbahçe has now picked up Duran, ending any speculation of a Premier League return for the forward, at least for now. Bryan Mbeumo, the dark horse. One of the more under-the-radar names making waves is Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. Romano reports that Manchester United are very much in the mix for his signature. 2 bids have reportedly been submitted, the latest worth around £55 million with add-ons. Brentford are playing hardball. They value Mbeumo closer to £65 minus £70 million, considering his consistency, versatility, and importance to their attack. Mbeumo fits the mold of a modern Premier League attacker: pacey, direct, technically sound, and capable of playing across the front three. If Rashford leaves, Mbeumo could be a like-for-like stylistic replacement with potentially more consistent output. This could be one of United's most astute signings if they pull it off. Rashford's future at Old Trafford. Which brings us back to Marcus Rashford. His situation at United is becoming more complex by the day. Despite his talent and homegrown status, his relationship with Erik ten Hag is reportedly strained. While no official transfer request has been submitted, Rashford's camp is exploring options, and the Barcelona link appears genuine. United, for their part, are open to offers, both as a means to refresh their forward line and to bring in funds. If the Rashford loan-to-buy move to Barca happens, it will likely include a purchase clause of €45 minus £55 million, depending on appearances and performance. It could be a win-win for both clubs and a fresh start for a player who once carried the hopes of Old Trafford. Barcelona's offensive restructuring. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona are planning a subtle but significant tactical shift. The German coach favors fluid attacking systems, often with a central target man flanked by technical wide players. That's why names like Rashford and Nico Williams are circulating. Nico remains the priority target, but his €60 million release clause poses a problem given Barca's tight budget. Rashford, on a loan deal with flexible terms, becomes an attractive plan B, especially if the Englishman is ready to adapt and revive his career at the Camp Nou. Barca are also considering promoting more La Masia talents and offloading fringe players like Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati to free up wages and squad space. With Lamine Yamal taking on more responsibility, the idea is to pair him with an experienced wide forward, giving Flick both youth and reliability on the wings. Timeline and what to expect next. So what's next? According to Fabrizio Romano, the next 2 weeks will be crucial. Barcelona are expected to make a formal approach for Rashford if the Nico Williams deal stalls. Meanwhile, United are planning to make a second bid for Bryan Mbeumo and will decide on Watkins based on Aston Villa's final valuation. Expect concrete developments after the European Championship, especially as player agents and directors begin full-scale negotiations once international duties conclude. Fan reactions and stats breakdown. Fans are divided on the Rashford move. While some United fans believe it's time for a shake-up, others argue that offloading a club icon without a clear replacement is risky. Barca fans, on the other hand, are curious. Some see Rashford as the perfect low-risk gamble with a high ceiling, while others worry about his recent inconsistency. Let's not forget Rashford's numbers. 2022, 30 goals in all competitions. 2023 24ths. 8 goals and 5 assists drop in form. If Flick can reignite the 2022 version of Rashford, Barcelona may pull off one of the steals of the summer. To wrap it all up, Marcus Rashford to Barcelona is very real, and the next steps hinge on salary negotiations and whether Nico Williams signs. Manchester United are shifting their striker targets, with Watkins and Mbeumo emerging as favorites. Ekitike and Duran are no longer in the picture, and Rashford's Old Trafford future remains in doubt. This transfer window is far from over, and with Fabrizio Romano leading the updates, we're guaranteed twists and turns. Thanks for watching Sky Talk Football. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a big transfer update. See you in the next video.